Welcome to the Augmentation of Man. I'm Renee Miller.
I'm Kent.
Today, we're going to be discussing some new lessons that we had received, and this is regarding humanity not being ready yet to join the Universal Federation. And we're going to go into some really interesting stuff. But first of all, a couple of announcements. One, the last few videos we had discussed, one was an urgent message. That was the very last one. Another, something big is coming. We had asked about that recently. They said it was still coming, but it's dependent on a lot of factors that
Everything's got
come,
to come in place.
yeah, that come together within the atmosphere to create the right conditions for that to
It
happen.
will happen. You just be patient.
Yeah, and be prepared. So if you haven't seen those videos, we recommend you go back and view them because my understanding is this is going to be a really big event. And I even found more messages back in April of last year about this same event. So they've been talking about it for a while.
Yeah, nothing happens immediately in the universe.
And
Okay.
especially for us,
Yeah.
we get these messages and it could be months
Yeah.
or even years out before it takes place.
Yeah, I think this is only months, but
Yeah.
we'll see.
And then the second is that, it's been a while since we've done a video. We had Christmas and we had a house full here for a week. So that was one thing we were tied up with. A second is we spent all last week with Kent at the hospital doing testing because he's got to have a valve replacement. And so in the coming weeks, we don't know how that's going to take place because there's a couple of different options.
So Renee, if I'm not available to speak on video, Renee will go over some of the past lessons and try to explain them better, just till I can get to the point doing a video again.
Yeah, and we were even told by our guides that the communication will be silent for a short period. Short for us may be different, short for them. It could be a month or two for them
With that,
or for us, and
Yeah.
they think it's very
with
short.
that, let's get into what we're going to speak about today.
Yeah, so let us define why humanity is not ready yet.
Start out, a fundamental decision has been made.
And that's not humans, that's outside of Earth. Extraterrestrial or spiritual entities have made a decision regarding humanity, and that decision is to bring the spirit forward and to accentuate our spirit, our souls.
Yeah.
And they said that it was a consecration. So a consecration is moving something from common use to something sacred use. I tried to get some sort of clarification, but didn't get it. So I guess we will just have to wait and see.
Yeah. So there's a natural order of events is occurring. A crescendo of this particular cycle.
So we're at the end of the
In
fourth world.
Fourth world, the beginning of the fifth world, as the Hopi would.
Right. And so it's a natural crescendo of events occurring based on where humanity is at this current
right.
time.
Yeah. A movement beyond humanity's control.
So this is nothing we can change.
No. So man's illusion is that he is at the level of all that is, or God,
Mhm. And that's what
has led to this problem we have now.
yeah, and this crescendo. It's just a natural, like the universe naturally will correct itself.
Yeah, man has put himself way too high on a pedestal.
And so there's a second illusion that is going to be created for humanity that is under control from those outside of Earth. And this is an illusion that is meant to create a different effect within humanity.
Well,
So we're going to start seeing things in a different
right, an
way.
atmosphonic effect is now, right now, taking place. Astro,
Astrophonic.
yeah,
Yeah, so like a sound coming from the stars of the cosmos. There's a
coming from
sound or
outside of Earth, yeah,
a
the sound.
tone is coming that's
Yeah.
going to create this effect.
Humanity as a whole is not ready to join the Federation.
And we're talking about the Universal Federation. So, and they're saying within humanity, there's these illusions that are constantly taking place. So we're constantly outside of the realm of truth.
That's right.
And we're always seeing things from an illusion or a deceptive view. And that has to be corrected first before we can join this federation.
Yeah, it constantly gives false impression of what is real, of reality.
Mm-hmm.
So we are not ready at all to join this cosmology federation.
I asked, is there a specific name for the federation that we will be joining, or how did I word that? I can't remember, but it was the answer was there's sectors within the federation. And the sector that humanity is set to join in the future after these corrections in our thinking have taken place is called Sector 8 of Evolving Planets. So that's where we're headed, but
to
we
get
have to
there,
shift in our
that's
thinking
right, we have to
first.
shift in our thinking to get there. So new parameters for cause outside of human understanding. You understand
Yeah,
that? New
they're
parameters for cause. Okay, outside of our understanding now.
so they're trying to create an effect on humanity. This is coming from outside entities that are in control of it, and they're trying to shift our
Yeah,
thinking.
we have to set this new cycle, the fifth world, as the Hopi would say.
Mhm.
The new cycle is upon us right now. We have to learn to accept it.
And so, what does that new cycle comprise? I think to shift and to accept it, you have to know what it's about, right?
Well, now you have to
Somewhat
understand what we're going
where we
into.
are going.
Yeah, and human race is not willing to understand it yet. So
So,
there's going to
if
be a lot of chaos and misfortune that'll happen to the human race because they're not willing to understand.
and part of that is to bring us down a notch,
Yeah,
right? And because if we think we are the most intelligent thing in the
yeah,
universe, they have to bring us down
back into
to
humility.
reality,
Yeah,
what we really are.
yeah,
And a part of that is just really bringing, destroying everything within the fourth world,
yeah. The old cycle.
the old cycle,
Yeah.
and with that, the ego starts to readjust.
So
But
it will play out in different atmospheric pressures. The atmospheric pressure
mhm.
will begin to change somewhat,
And
and it'll annihilate
way of thinking,
the old secrets.
yeah.
So
So
as truth comes out, it will annihilate the old secrets.
mhm.
Such what is going on right now, the fraudulent um, series that is going on throughout the United States. And
What we think is to be the
comes,
truth is turning out to be far
yeah,
from
it's all fraud. Yeah,
yeah.
coming out.
So they're giving humanity time to grow and to accept this new cycle. And that new cycle, first of all, we have to come into alignment with what the truth is of what is going on here on Earth. Secondly, we have to realize that our our whole purpose of being here is the learning. And so we have to accept that the next cycle is a new higher learning field. So we can't slack off anymore. We're going to have to put some work into our spiritual evolution and our conscious growth, the universal expanding consciousness. We are now going to be taken a part of it. Before, we were excluded from the universal consciousness, contrary to what other people believe, because we have so many fallacies that we're living under and so many illusions that we're living under that would affect the universe, the universal consciousness. So why would they want that to affect the universal consciousness? They don't. So we have been what's the word, kind of ostracized or secluded from the rest of the universe. But now we're going to be entering into this whole universal neighborhood.
Yeah, but the movement forward is not all of humanity, because there's such corruption among the human race that has to be divided out. And only those ready for truth and understanding will move forward.
Yeah.
So things are going to happen on this earth. Be prepared.
And it's all happening for a purpose. So just leave it in God's hands, because there's nothing else you can do about it.
The Creator's hands, not human.
Yeah.
So that was the first message. Now we got a second message. A parable to be learned. That's like a short story, a short event. Austeracious, which means extreme, understanding to come.
So extreme understanding to come. So I guess there's going to be a lot of truths that come out.
Yes.
And they keep telling us, they've been telling us for years, the truth has to come out. The truth has to come out. You can't start a new higher learning cycle and still be living in the illusion, right?
That's right.
So the forge of Genesis is what they were saying, and that means that things are going to progress steadily forward from a point of origin or a creational point. So everything is being set in motion, and it's all going to move forward steadily until we get there.
Well, we have to get to a point where we have to absolutely understand what is going on.
The truth of what's going on, like it or not. And we have to move from, we were told years ago that eventually these extreme polarities will move to the center, because the center is where you're going to see the truth. We have to consciously really look at our biases and our polarities and see that it's not benefiting us or humanity, because it's not the truth.
Well, someone from the outside has to do this, manipulate, because humanity isn't willing.
Yeah.
So other entities have to manipulate this. So
To
that's the
bring
only
us
way we're going to
in,
be able to move forward.
so we can see the truth.
To try to redirect path of humanity.
And so, and ideologies play into this, because the ideologies feed these biases and these extremes. And so, if we're able to consciously make that decision to move toward the center and to try to view, like if we're on one side or the other, try to view the other side and try to meld what the truth might be in squarely in the center. That's what we need to be doing.
So with that, humanities have betrayed the entities of the cosmos.
That's their words.
That's their words.
Through our own freedom of, our free will, right? Our own free choices.
Which has more or less to do with choices.
Yeah, putting ourselves above everything else.
Yeah, it's crossing the line of the cosmos, crossing the line drawn. You cannot do this. Well, we crossed it. And now we've got to learn that having this free will cannot be used arbitrarily just to do what we want to do.
Mhm. And to realign with the purpose of life
Why we're here.
and the purpose of creation.
That's right.
Yeah. So, which is expanding consciousness.
And then they stated the last thing, and we're still trying to figure out exactly what it means. I think I know what it means, but so the forgotten entity of all that is will prevail in the coming months. To me, all that is the creator.
Mhm.
And humanity has forgotten the creator, basically, who the creator is, what the creator does for all the cosmos, not just Earth. But the creator is all that is, all that was, and all that will be. And we have forgotten. We put ourselves on a higher level since we think we're the smartest
Mhm.
and on the anthill.
Mhm. And so this entity, be it creator or another entity, will prevail in the coming months.
Yes.
I think you may be right about that. That creator is going to come in and you know make the adjustments that are necessary to move us forward. This is all to move us forward.
So that could be something big coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyway, leave your comments below. It'd be interesting to hear what all of you think about this and what your interpretation is.
Yeah.
And do understand that, in the coming weeks, Kent's going to be laid up a little bit. For how long, we're not sure. Depends on what type of procedure they decide to do. Um, but I will try to fill in the blanks with some interesting lessons that we've
Entertainment.
received in the past. Yeah. And so your prayers
Yeah. May
are accepted.
the Creator be with you on your journey of learning who you are and why you're here. That is so important.
Thank you for joining us. And if you want to know more, you can visit Amazon. We have two books that have been published. The Augmentation of Man, A Study in Renaissance is the first one. And it's more the spiritual basics and the acquiescence of humanity, which goes into the true history of humanity,
It's the second book.
our relationship to extraterrestrials, and where we're headed as a human race. So there you have it.
Yeah, and the rest of it was on videos that you could go over. I hope to put most of this into a third book, but we'll have to see.
When
Yeah,
we're directed to do that.
yeah.
So peace be with you on your journey to enlightenment. I hope you had a wonderful holiday, and I think this year will be a year of a lot of changes. So hold on.